Hey, Foxy Aiden. Hey, Nathan, no. Just log on, Shannon.
Shannon Patrol, good evening, Caledonian. 995 DC10 on stand 30 in Shannon, request clearance to Dublin. We are non-pure now, so request radar climb out after departure to Oscar.
Caledonia 995, Shannon Control, good evening. Clear to Dublin, runway 06. After departure, right turn out on track Oscar, climb level 90, your squawk 6647.
Clear to Dublin, runway 06, initial times 90, after departure is right turn on track to Oscar, and squawk is 6647, Caledonian 995.
Caledonia 995, you're back correct. Runway 06, QNH 1003, report ready.
1003, 10, Caledonian 995.
In Osaka, you didn't. Yeah, good. Just logged on, so hopefully get a bit of traffic. Boy, whereabouts area that is 3 a.m. I'm going to guess Australia, around that area. Ah, okay. Yeah, you probably won't get much traffic at 3 a.m.
Caledonia 995 and 30. QNH1003, request push and start.
Caledonia 995, your pushback startup approved. QNH Shannon remains 1003.
Push and start approved, Caledonia 995.
But remember, not SEC, we're supposed to be a neutral country, so can't be saying that you guys used to stop off, even though everybody knows it.
Traffic.
Cheers for follow. There was a couple of protests out there, but sure, I mean, yeah. Sure, I flew out of Shannon a couple of times going to Boston, and you'd see ATA aircraft. That airline that had the world with kind of a globe in the logo. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fair. Hey, what's here then? Yeah, good. Why, what's wrong with it?
Shannon Sensor, good evening, Spirit 849 with you on the ground at Shannon. Request iPod clearance to Frankfurt and Spirit 849.
Spirit 849, Shannon Control, good evening, clear to Frankfurt, Abagu 2, Alpha departure, runway 06. Initial climb, flight level 90, your squawk 6611.
With Frankfurt, Alpha the Abagu 2, Alpha departure, runway 06, initial climb 9000, and will squawk 6611 Spirit 849.
Spirit 849, you read back correct. There's no information to Shannon. The runway 06 active, surface wind 360, 06 knots, QNH now 1004. You can report ready if you're pushing start.
Move forward with pushing start.
Caledonia 995, ready for taxi.
Caledonia 995, do you require a full length of 06?
Affirmative, Caledonia 995, we do require full length.
Caledonia 995, taxi via Alpha, enter backtrack line up runway 06, Shannon QNH now 1004.
1004, taxi Alpha, line up, backtrack for runway 06, Caledonia 995.
Caledonia 995, surface wind Shannon 360 degrees 06 knots and turnaround clear takeoff runway 06. After departure, track extended runway central line.
On turnaround clear for takeoff runway 06 after departure, it's runway extended line to 90, Caledonian 995.
Hey Mark, how you doing? Yeah, good. Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's only rolling fog though, I don't think it's going to be permanent. Ah, so you finally got some third party weather, huh? Well, if you flew into Dublin now, you get an interesting sight. What's visibility? 400 meters. Fog, overcast 200. I hope it's not as cold it is there as it is now.
Caledonian 995, 2,500 feet, runway heading.
Caledonia 995, Squawk Mode Charlie, report to passing altitude again.
Sorry about that, no passing 3,000 feet and Squawk and Charlie 995.
Caledonia 995, thanks. Have you identified on departure, not checks. Cleared right turn on track Oscar. If you require a vector, advise. Climb flight level 170, speed is yours.
Okay, turning direct Oscar now, and after Oscar we will require radar vectors in for the approach into Dublin. And now climbing to 170, Caledonia 995.
995, just confirm you require a vector to Oscar.
Real direct Oscar now, 995.
What the heck is FSCon? I know it's short for Flight Sim Convention, but... Ah, okay. 1,000 UK. Ah, yeah, that's the one I was thinking about.
Ready for push and start, speed 49.
Spirit 849, your pushback startup is approved. Push for Alpha, QNH remains 1004.
Push approved. QNH 1004, speed 849.
Jeez, I mean, like with the price of flights, why would you even get the boat? Unless you had a car. Wow. Okay, well, fair enough. If it's only going to cost a fiver. Wow. Okay, yeah. Then it's definitely cheaper than the flight. Caledonia 995, leave Oscar and a heading of 030, vectors ILS runway 10.
Leave Oscar on heading of 030 for the vectors in on ILS runway 10, Caledonia 995.
See you, Mark, everyone. Caledonia 995, descend, fly over 100.
Fly over 100, Caledonia 995.
Hey, American 8 in. Okay.
I'm ready to taxi Spirit 849.
Spirit 849, do you require a full length of 06 or can you take a departure from Alpha?
I prefer the full length possible, Spirit 849.
Spirit 849, that's no problem. Taxi Alpha, enter backtrack, line up runway 06.
Alpha, backtrack 06, Spirit 849.
Caledonia 995, descend altitude 3000 feet, Dublin QNH 1006.
1006 and descend 3000 feet, Caledonia 995.
And Caledonia 995, latest visibility check Dublin, 400 metres in fog, clouds overcast 200. And the IR of yours runway 10, touchdown 500, midpoint 500, stop end 750.
Caledonia 995, okay, that's just quite on our limits there. I'll just keep an eye on it as we get a bit closer. Thanks.
Caledonia 995, turn right heading 090, cleared ILS, approach runway 10, report established.
Turn right 090, cleared ILS, runway 10, we'll go Caledonia 995.
Ready for departure, Spirit 849.
Spirit 849, surface wind check 360 degrees 06 knots, runway 06, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Spirit 849.
Caledonia 995, left turn heading 070, established localizer, runway 10.
Left turn 070, established Caledonia 995.
Shannon, control the Great International to ferry with the limit 120 hours from my destination.
Austrian International 322, Shannon control. Just remain on your outside controlled airspace, remain on frequency, and I'll call you back entering controlled airspace. But it's bags of 1 Romeo, arrival landing runway 10 Dublin. Spirit 849, Shannon, report your passing altitude.
900, Spirit 849.
Spirit 849, thanks. That check's identified on departure. You're cleared right turn direct to Slaney, climb flight level 250, speed of 0.
Slaney, climb flight level 250, Spirit 849.
Hey, Caledonia 995, this isn't going to work out. We'll maintain heading 090, climb 3000.
Caledonia 995, roger, maintain heading 090, maintain 3000, QNH Dublin 1006, and you can advise me of your intentions.
Maintain 090, 1006, we'll go Caledonia 995.
Shannon, control the Great International to ferry. Good evening.
Austrian International 322, Shannon control, reach you 55, how me?
Available, please, one Great International 322.
Austrian International 322, outside controlled airspace, remain this frequency, I will advise you entering controlled airspace. Expect the Bagso 1 Romeo arrival, landing runway 10 Dublin.
Expect Romeo, runway 1 Great International 322.
Caledonia 995, Shannon, there's a little update on the weather visibility now, 450 metres in fog. Clouds are over, clouds are broken now 200 feet, broken 3,000 feet, and the IRVR is runway 10, touchdown now 1,300 metres, midpoint 750 metres, stop end 600 metres.
Caledonia 995, I'll copy there. Standby will give you our intentions. And Shannon Caledonia 995.
Caledonia 995, Shannon, pass your message.
Caledonia 995. The actual issue with us was a localizer capture issue, which we've had previous flights onto runway 10. If you're happy with the surface wind being calm or other flights, if possible, make our approach to runway 16. If not, we'll have to turn back to Shannon for a landing. We just can't capture the localizer until we get to about 5 miles at Dublin, and that's not going to work with the weather.
Caledonia 995, Shannon, Roger, I call the tower standby.
I think we call the defending grid, that's not beautiful. Sure, no problem here, that's not beautiful. Go ahead,
Austrian International 322, you can descend flight level 160. Alan 1.
160, you create a natural people.
Caledonia 995, Shannon, turn left for me, fly heading of 050, vectors ILS runway 16.
Okay, let's copy left turn heading 050, expecting the vectors for ILS runway 16, Caledonia 995.
Caledonia 995, turn left now heading 340 for downwind.
Left turn heading 330 for downwind, Caledonia 995.
See you, Nathan, best luck tomorrow. Caledonia 995, turn left heading 280.
Left turn heading 210 Caledonia 995.
Austrian International 322 entering controlled airspace radar control service. All of them X-Men. When I'm on Shannon control I cover all the FIR. Speedbird 849, climb flight level 370.
Flight level 370, 849.
Caledonia 995, turn left heading 180, clear Dallas approach runway 16 report established.
Left turn heading 180 clear line runway 16 Caledonia 995.
Traffic.
Austrian International 322, fly heading 280, fly heading 280. Descend now, flight level 120.
This is 120 to station 180. You make a false signal. Sure, Caledonia 905. Sorry, this isn't working for us. Can you give us a radar heading back to Shannon?
Caledonia 995, turn right, fly heading 240.
Right turn heading 240 Caledonia 995. We can take climb at any time.
And Caledonia 995, what cruise would you like for Shannon?
Take 1-0, Caledonia 905.
995, climb 2 and maintain flight level 110.
5510, Caledonia 905.
This is from level 130, you play international 322.
Austrian International 322, roger. Continue, present heading, maintain flight level 120.
130, you play international 322.
Austrian International 322, turn left heading 270. Austrian International 322, descent altitude 4,000 feet, Dublin QNH 1007.
Descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1007, UK International.
Yeah, hopefully the weather isn't bad. Oh yeah, sorry to answer your question. Yeah, if you were flying from Cork, Kerry, yeah, you'd be with me. But if you departed in a GA aircraft from one of these airports like Abbeyshrew here, Burr, that's uncontrolled airspace below flight level 70. So you could take off in the field from here and fly all the way up through the centre below flight level 70 and you'd be in uncontrolled airspace. Unless you transited one of the control zones. Speedbird 849, Shannon, leaving control airspace, radar control service terminates, monitor Unicom 1228, having this flight Frankfurt, bye-bye.
So Unicom 122.8, thanks very much for your service. I hope you have a good evening, Speedbird 849, goodbye.
You too, bye-bye. Caledonia 995, landing runway 06, as Shannon, continue present, heading, maintain 110, vectors for the ILS approach.
Caledonia 995, just for information, we fixed their issue with the ILS system on board and their via Warlock. Is it okay if we turn back towards Dublin for the landing?
Caledonia 995, yeah, that's no problem. You can make a right turn, fly heading 030.
Right turn 030, we can take ILS runway 10, Caledonia 995.
And Caledonia 995, descend flight level 80.
And flight level 80, thanks for your patience, Caledonia 995.
Ukrainian International 322, Shannon, roger. I'd offer a flight information service. I'd offer a flight information service. It'd be your own responsibility as a VFR pilot to maintain clear of traffic. We have different services over here compared to the UK. Ukrainian International 322, Shannon, roger. Caledonia 995, descend 3000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descend 3000 feet on 1007, Caledonia 995.
Caledonia 995, turn right heading 070.
Right turn 070, Caledonia 995.
Caledonia 995, 28 track miles run for touchdown from heading, intercept localizer cleared out, approach 10 number 1, report established.
Copy the track miles and from heading, intercept localizer runway 10 with the Caledonian and 995, all systems up and good now.
Ukrainian International 322, turn left heading 210.
Shannon Control, good evening, Ryanair 412 with you, passing 11,300 feet.
Ryanair 412, Shannon Control, good evening, confirm your squawk 4462.
Confirm your squawk 4462 and Ryanair 412.
Ryanair 412, Shannon, thanks, have you identified on the squawk, cleared bag 01 Romeo, arrival, landing runway 10, descend now, flight level 70.
Roger, back say 1 Romeo arrival, 7,000 and yeah.
And Shannon Control, leaving Kilo 53 at level 347.
Primera 53, Shannon Control, good evening, squawk 6675.
6675, we're on a 5
Primera 53, Shannon, thanks, have you identified on the squawk, cleared direct to Dogal, maintain your level 340.
Alright, Dogal up in level 340, we're on a 53.
Ukrainian International 322, descend to 3000 feet, QNH 1007.
20,000, QNH 1007.
Ukrainian International 322, speedback 180 knots.
India, vehicle 180 knots, Ukraine International. Caledonia 995 is established stroke runway 10.
Caledonia 995, clear for your approach number 1, contact the tower for landing 118.6, can I know?
Up there, 118.6 Caledonian. 995, thanks for all your help, Shannon. Good luck.
No worries. Ukraine International 322, turn left heading 120. Ukraine International 322, cleared ILS approach runway 10. Ryanair 412, present position, you can redirect to Neckel.
Roger, clear direct back to Ryanair 412.
Ukraine International 322, cleared ILS approach runway 10, contact tower 118.6, bye bye.
See you soon.
Bye bye. mildly getting told off. Ryanair 412, descend altitude 3,000 feet, Dublin QNH 1007.
Roger, down to 3,000 feet, QNH 1007, Ryanair 412. Shannon, good evening, Shamrock 2, Papa Kilo, 2,700, the next one to Accra departure.
Shamrock 2, Papa Kilo, Shannon Control Gaming, thanks on all checks identified on departure. You can route direct to Lutip, climb flight level 230, speed is yours.
Flying actually Lutip, climb flight level 230, free speed, Shamrock 2, Papa Kilo.
Ryanair 412, after after Neckel, route direct to Rice Up.
Roger, after Nickel, left turn to Rice Up, Ryanair 412.
Ryanair 412 from Rice Up, intercept localizer, clear lawless approach runway 10, number 1, report established.
Roger, and ILS from 10 for established, Ryanair 412. Ryanair 412 established, ILS from 10.
Ryanair 412, thanks. Clear for the approach number 1. Contact the tower 118.16. Good night.
Roger, number 1 comes out the tower 118.16. Thank you very much. Ryanair 412, good night.
Good afternoon, Ryanair 562 with you, climbing through 3000.
Ryanair 562, Shannon Control, good evening. Identified on departure. You can route direct to Malad, climb flyable 230, speed is yours.
Direct to Nottingham, 230, speed is fine. Thank you, Ryanair 562.
562, Shannon, Roger. Your flight plan has you going up towards Scotland and then back down again, so route direct to Malad and you can pick up the rest of your flight plan route from there.
Shannon Centre, Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta, with your flight level 260.
Ryanair 70 Oscar Delta, Shannon Control, good evening, squawk 6635.
Squawk 2631, Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta. Correction, squawk 6635, Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta.
Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta, Shannon Control, thanks. I have you radar identified. Do you have the RNAV arrival for knock or no?
Could you repeat that please for Ryanair 57 Oscar?
Ryanair 56 Oscar Delta, Shannon, can you accept the INDAP 1 Alpha arrival, landing runway 27 and knock?
Negative. Is it possible to be vector to final Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta?
Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta, Shannon, unfortunately it's procedural at knock, but you can route direct to Anula at this time. Echo November Uniform Lima Alpha. You can expect to join the localizer runway 27 at Anula.
I will expect visual on 27 Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta, thank you.
57 Oscar Delta negative, it'll be the ILS, runway 27 ILS, approach at runway 27, you'll be joining at Anula, and present position, route direct to Anula.
Shannon Control, we can sit back with you, Mr. Procedure, please.
Ryanair 412, Shannon Roger, turn right, fly heading 260, vectors back for the ILS 10.
Roger, right 10 heading 26 there, and ILS Vectors back for 10, Ryanair 412.
We'll expect ILS 27 and proceed direct to Enula, Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta.
Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta firm, you'll be joining the localizer at Enula. Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta, descend flight level 180.
Descend flight level 12, Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta. Correction, descend flight level 180, so I'm having trouble reading you, Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta.
Shamrock 2 Papa Kilo, leaving control airspace, radar control service terminates, Unicom 122, I'm on the side to Birmingham, Nathan, good night.
Unicom 128, Shamrock 2, Papa Kilo, bye.
Ryanair 412, turn right heading 280 for Denman.
Roger, right 10 280, Ryanair 412.
Shannon Control, hello, good evening, November 87 Alpha with you, 2000 South, and we are on the departure.
November 87 Lima Alpha, Shannon Control, good evening. Identified on departure, clear the left turn direct to Rotev, climb flight level 230.
Clear to Rotev and flight level 230, November 87 Alpha.
Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta, Shannon, just confirm you are direct to a new lab. Unable, advise I can provide a vector.
We are proceeding direct to a new right now, Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta.
Ryanair 412, turn right heading 080, cleared ILS approach runway 10, report established.
Roger, right 080, report established, ILS runway 10, Ryanair 412. Ryanair 412, ILS runway 10 established.
Ryanair 412, thanks. That clear for the approach. And number 1, report established. No traffic to affect that. Traffic is over the IRC at the minute. So clear for the approach. Contact tower for landing 118.6. Good night.
Roger, tower 118.6. Thank you very much. Good night.
Ryanair 57 Oscar Delta, contact Shannon Control 124.7. Bye bye.
124.7, Ryanair 57.
Hey Mac, how you doing? Yeah, explain, but I'm the high level and Dublin sector.
Traffic.
Shannon Control 1247, he's low level. Outside. Cheers for following, Mac, appreciate it. So Shannon Control controls to the left of the Dublin CTA. So all here below flight level 240 he controls. I'm above flight level 240 for the whole FIR, but I also handle departures out of Dublin, so.
Good evening. For this is just from due to Alpha Agent of request refer to
22 Alpha Shannon Control, good evening. For your clearance and departure, contact Shannon Control 124.7.
Was that one or was something?
November 87 Lima Alpha, climb flight level 260.
Flight level 260, November 7 Alpha.
Primera 53, Shannon Control, leaving controlled airspace, radar control service terminating Unicom 1228, having a flight to Boston, bye bye.
Yeah, for 122 flights?
No explain, if you're flying Waterford to Cork, you would contact Shannon Low, which is 1247. November 87 Lima Alpha, contact Scottish Control 135.520. Bye.
125.520 for November 87 Alpha. Thanks so much for the service. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Shannon Centre, Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, radio check.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, Shannon Control, good evening, Review 55, how me?
Thank you. We'll be back on voice, Thompson 1 Victor Bravo.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, Shannon Roger, descend, flight level 80.
7 final 80, Thompson 1 Victor Bravo.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, Shannon present position, route direct to Neckel, November Echo Kilo, India Lima.
Direct, Neckel, Kilo, India, Lima, Thompson 1 Victor Bravo.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, continue your descent altitude 3,000 feet, Dublin QNH 1008.
Continue descent 3,000 and QNH 1008, Thompson 1 Victor Bravo.
Kilimanjaro, good evening, Ryan F12 with you passing through 2,900 feet.
Ryanair 412, Shannon Control, good evening. Thanks. That checks identified on departure. Route direct to Liffey at this time. Climb flight of 170, speed is yours.
Roger, route direct, Liffey and climb flight of 170, Ryanair 412.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, after Neckel, left turn direct to Rysap, Romeo India Sierra Alpha Papa.
After Neckel, direct to Rysap, Romeo India Sierra Alpha Papa, Thompson 1 Bravo.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo from Rysap, intercept localizer, cleared ILS approach runway 10, your number 1, report established.
From Rysap, cleared for aspiration runway 10, Thompson 1 Victor Bravo.
And Sarah American 500 Heavy is with you, about 19 miles from Elsass, 350.
American 500, Shannon Control, good evening. Have your radar identified. Present position cleared direct to Gapley. Maintain flight level 350.
Okay, direct Gapley and 350, American 500 Heavy.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, clear for your approach number 1. Contact the tower for landing 118.6. Good night.
Contact tower 118.6. Thompson 1 Victor Bravo. Bye-bye.
Bye. Ryanair 412, leaving control airspace, radar control service terminates, Unicom 1228 on our site, Liverpool. Good night.
Roger, 122, destinate Ryanair 412, very much. Good night.
Traffic.
Cheers for follow, badass Mike, appreciate it.
Shannon, good evening. Shamrock 330 with you, flight level 280.
Shamrock 330, Shannon Control, good evening, Terry, Squawk 6607.
Squawking 6607. Good evening, John. It's Ian and Terry in the cockpit tonight.
How are you doing, lads?
Shannon Low Shamrock 2 Golf Flight Level 18010 Rama, and Lauren 8322 Kilo.
Shamrock 27 Golf, Shannon Control, good evening, Squawk 6671.
Level 671 Shamrock 27 Golf.
Shamrock 27 Golf, Bank 01 Romeo, arrival landing runway 10, you can descend now to flight level 110.
Flight level 1 Romeo landing 10, flight level 110 Shamrock 27 Golf. Center American 500 Heavy, we still in your airspace?
America 500, leave control airspace at Gapley, radar control service terminates, Unicom 1228, have a nice flight, good night.
Alright, have a good night, American 500 Heavy.
Shamrock 330, Shannon, descend flight level 120, Bags 01 Romeo, landing runway 10.
Delta flight level 120, Bags 01 Romeo, runway 10. Information kilo on board, Shamrock 330.
Shamrock 27 Golf, descend altitude 5,000 feet, the Dublin QNH 1009. You can maintain high speed.
High speed and 5,000, we can into 199, Shamrock 27 Golf.
Shannon Control, good evening, Caledonian, 998, speech passing 3000, on the deck and 2 Echo.
Caledonian 998, recycle transponder squawk 6601.
6601, Caledonian 998.
Caledonian 998, thanks. Have you identified on departure? You can route direct to Lou Tip, climb flight level 270, speed is yours.
Direct Blue Tip, flight level 270 on speed, Caledonian 998, thanks.
Shamrock 27 Golf, present position, route direct to Neckel, descend 3000 feet, QNH 1009.
Direct Neckel down to 3000, QNH 109, Shamrock 27 Golf.
Shamrock 330, descend altitude 5000 feet, Dublin QNH 1009.
1009, down to 5000 feet, Shamrock 330.
Shamrock 330, present position, route direct to Neckel, speed 250 knots or less, please.
Direct to Neckel, speed 250 or less, 330.
Shamrock 27, Golf after Neckel, direct to Rysap.
Neckel, direct Rysap, Shamrock 27.
Shamrock 27, Golf left turn direct to Rysap, cleared ILS approach, runway 10, report established.
Rysap, we're cleared on that, report established, Shamrock 27, Golf.
Shamrock 330, descent to 3000 feet, QNH 1009.
1009, down to 3000 feet, Shamrock 330.
Caledonia 998, leaving control airspace, radar control service terminates, Unicom 1228, have a nice flight, Alan, we talk to you. Last aircraft calling Dublin, unreadable, try again.
Shamrock 611 with you at 210.
Shamrock 611, Shannon, good evening. Confirm your squawk 6274.
That's correct, 6274 as well.
Shamrock 330, Neckel, Rice Up, cleared ILS approach runway 10, number 2, report established.
Nickel, RESAP, cleared ILS approach runway 10, Shamrock 330.
Shamrock 611, Bank 01 Romeo, arrival landing runway 10, you can descend flight level 80.
Arrival landing 10, Shamrock 611. Twenty-seven Golf, establish 91 there.
Shamrock 27 Golf, clear for the approach number 1, contact the tower 118.6, good night.
Sorry, you can pick Shamrock 27 Golf away. Sean Control, Canadian Express 718 with you, level 120 information, name requesting you on 34 Dublin.
Express 718, Shannon Control, good evening, squawk 6617.
Go up for Express 718.
Sorry guys, I haven't been paying attention to the stream, too busy on TeamSpeak for the last few minutes. Hey Skyflyer, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Good evening, Ryanair 9 Delta Golf, climbing through 20,800 feet for flight level 230.
Ryanair 9 Delta Golf, Shannon Control, good evening, identified and handover, climb flight level 230, direct to Liffey.
Climb flight level 230, and could you text where I need to go direct to Ryanair 9 Delta Golf, thank you.
9 Delta Golf, your present position is direct to Liffey.
Direct to Liffey, Ryanair 9 Delta Golf.
Shamrock 320, fully established, localizer runway 10.
Shamrock 330, thanks, clear for your approach, just become number 1, contact the tower 118.6, good night Terry.
Go to Tower 118.6. Good night, John.
Express 718, Shannon Control, have you identified on the squawk? Just confirm you were looking for the RNAV runway 34.
8 man, looking for the RNAV 34 for Express 718.
Express 718, for the RNAV 34, are you routing Amdil in top to establish inbound?
Say again for Express 718?
Express 718, can you route Amdil in top to establish inbound for the RNAV?
Amdil in top to establish inbound on the radio for 34. Express 718.
Express 718 for Shannon Roger. Present position, you can turn left direct to Amdil, descend flight level 70.
Then 7 directing dial for Express 718.
Sorry, Carlo, I don't understand what you mean by
Channel
immediate
again,
moderation.
27 Golf is extended center line.
Hey, spotting mix. Shamrock 27 Golf, Shannon, that all checks. Turn right 270, vectoring back for the ILS from A10.
Hi, 27 degree, Shamrock 27.
Shamrock 611, descend altitude 3000 feet, Dublin QNH 1009.
3000 QNH 1009, Shamrock 611.
And Shamrock 611, present position, you can route direct to Neckel.
Entrance of Nickel, Shamrock 611.
I did control for across the pond. I've controlled for nearly all across the ponds for the last, wow, in excess of 5 years now. Hey Harry, how you doing? Applehead, sorry, I'll get around to your query if you're still there. Just let me know in chat if you're still there. Shamrock 22 Alpha, Shannon Control, good evening, squawk 6606. Express 718, descent to 3000 feet, Dublin QNH 1009 to be level Amdil.
3000 level Amdil on 1009 for Express 718.
Shamrock 22 Alpha identified on the squawk, fly heading 250, vectors ILS runway 10. Shamrock 27 Golf, fly heading 280, vectors downwind right hand runway 10.
280 downwind 10, Shamrock 27 Golf.
Basically, Applehead, to only broadcast the Euroscope audio, you need two out ports, or two ways out for your audio. I have I have the 3.5 jack in the front of the PC case and the back, routed two different ways. So my TeamSpeak, Discord, my Firefox, Chrome, all my desktop audio is routed through one, and I have Euroscope routed through the other. You can get virtual ways of doing that, but I haven't tried the virtual ones. I was just told on TeamSpeak it's a voice meter. If you Google voice meter, it's a virtual way, software way of doing it. I've done it the hardware way, so I set up OBS to basically go through my Realtek second output and my TeamSpeak, Discord, internet browsers, all my desktop audio that I don't want broadcast goes out through my speakers output. But I have Euroscope going through my Realtek second output. Now how I got that to work at the back of the PC was I got two 3.5 jacks, stuck one into the speaker output and put the other end into the line in. So the audio from my speakers is being routed out through the speaker output, but it's being routed back in through the line in. So I get to hear it on a second output.
Shannon Control, good evening. Control Victor Bravo with the EISN 3604 level 90 Tango.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, Shannon Control, good evening, identified on departure, route direct to Liffey, climb flight level 190, speed is yours.
Your door is direct to Liffey and climb flight level 190, Control Victor Bravo.
But yeah, as Nash put in, voice meter will work on a software level. As I said, I went to hardware level, which was basically a 3.5 jack, both ends, two male ends, put one in the speaker output on the back audio and put the other end of it back into the line in on the back. That way then I can hear the audio through my speakers output, which, as I said, TeamSpeak, Discord, internet browsers, and I've Euroscope routing out through the second output, which is at the front of the PC case. Shamrock 27 Golf, turn right heading 340.
Alright, 340, Shamrock 27 Golf.
Express 718 Amdil, in top, cleared RNAV, runway 34, report established inbound.
Amdal in top, report established inbound radio, runway 34, 78.
And Express 718, if you can, give me speed 160 knots until 4 DME from current position due to landing traffic, runway 10.
160 until 4 for Express 718.
Shamrock 27 Golf, turn right heading 070, clear LS approach runway 10, number 2, report established.
Hi, Jane 07 there, clear LS 10, report established, Shamrock 27 Golf.
Ryanair 9 Delta Golf, leaving controlled airspace, radar control service terminates, Unicom 1228, have a nice flight to Luton, good night.
Unicom 122, decimal 8, Ryanair 9 Delta Golf. Thank you very much for your service. Goodbye.
Bye. Yeah, so the male-to-male jack, put one in your speaker output at the back and put the other end of it into the line in socket in the back. Like I have my headset 3.5 jack connected to the front, so the two of sockets in the front I've used for my headset, but I can still hear the audio that would come out the back of the speakers because it's routed back in through the line in. So that way then I can still hear everything that's routed out through the speakers, and I can hear everything routed out through the second output at the front. So if you didn't stick the second male end back into line in, you wouldn't hear the output of the speakers. Shamrock 22 Alpha descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1009.
Vertical confirmation range is 1009 from 2 kilo.
Yeah, so in OBS then, once it recognizes you've two outputs, on my end, as I said, it's speakers for the back and Realtek second output HD, which is the front ports. In Euroscope then, you just go into your communication setup and hardware setup and have your primary output selected as one of them. Usually it's all my other stuff on the desktop is routed through the speakers, as I said. I've Euroscope then routed through Realtek HD second output. And then once you're in OBS, just select the second output as your audio output and it'll only stream the Euroscope. But it'll still pick up your microphone. Shamrock 27 Golf, contact the tower, 118.6, good night.
I take big challenges, have a couple away.
Shamrock 22 Alpha, fly heading 260, descent 3000.
Heading 270 and descent to 2000, Shamrock 2 kilo. I'm Express 78.
Express 78, clear for your RNAV, runway 34, number 1, contact the tower, 118.6, good night.
186 for Express 78, thank you, Sir John, good evening.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, leaving control airspace, radar control service terminates, Unicom 122.8, have a nice flight to Manchester, and apologies for the mix up earlier guys, good night.
Those 1 Victor Bravo, contact Unicom 122.8, thanks very much for control this evening, big fit.
Yeah, do Apple. Come back. Let me know how you get on, and if not, try the voice meter. If the hardware way doesn't work, but best luck with it anyway. Shamrock 22 Alpha, turn left heading 150.
Heading left 150, Shamrock 22.
How many years have I been streaming? Oh, I think only not about a year. I think a year come March. Actually, no. I think it's just about a year now, but I had very bad internet at the start for the first 6 months, so. Shamrock 22 Alpha, cleared ILS approach runway 10 number 1 now, report localizer established. Like, the way I wanted to start my, or the way I wanted to do my ATC streaming was basically just like a live ATC version for VATSIM. So it was basically just a way of showing how control went. You know, I have a real job, I have a real career, I have a real family, you know. Shamrock 22 Alpha, cleared approach, continue, no problem with the speed. Speed is yours. Shamrock 22 Alpha, yeah, clear for the approach number 1, contact the tower for landing 118.6, good night. Hey Packers, how you doing? Well, Packers, if you're planning on doing a round the world tour, you might as well wait until November for the annual World Flight event, which is a round the world flight, taking over 7 days. I did it 3 years in a row, 2006, 7 and 8.
Traffic.
That's a video of, I think it was World Flight 2009 or 2008. As you can probably tell by the video quality, it was around 2009. Yeah, Ronan, it is fun, but it's brutal because it's over 7 days, and you take shifts doing the legs, so you don't get a decent sleep pattern for 7 days. Yeah, and it's for a good cause. Well, that's a video from 10 years ago. That was a promotional video for WorldFlight USA, which is where I did WorldFlight for 2006, 7 and 8. Yeah, timestamp 153. There was the 8 of us. So we had 4 crews of 2 over the 7 days. Alright guys, there's no more traffic in and out, so I'm going to call it a night there. As always, cheers for tuning in. Thanks to all who followed on Twitch, subbed on YouTube, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. Good night.